My name is Scott Scherpenberg, and I'm the Managing Director for American Premier Home Health, Hospice, and Palliative Care. And I've been in the post-acute space for about 17 years now, and saw this as an opportunity with a company that aligned very well with my vision and beliefs, and took a leap of faith and haven't looked back, and excited to, be here and let us live that mission, to all those patients we encounter and their families. To me, it's living the American Premier way, which means one of my former mentors once told me that everybody's somebody's most important person, and it means delivering care that I would want from the top level down to anybody who works with our company that I'd want for a family member. If my mom, dad, grandparents, aunts, uncles all came on service, it means that I trust every single clinician who works with us to be able to deliver that amazing patient care that everybody deserves. And with that trust, we really, can make a difference in people's lives. The company's core values inspire me on a daily basis, and they are lived by the team, and our ability to follow them leads to the outcomes that we create for everybody that we're blessed enough to touch. American Premier is one of the innovative and leading companies here to hit Phoenix. We really embrace being very high tech. Other companies sometimes turn away from technology. We embrace it, which allows us to lead to better work-life balance for our clinicians, but also better patient care. It reminds us if we're missing something. It helps guide us on the right path. We are also a very high-touch company, which means leadership is in the trenches with all the staff that we oversee, and we're out there making a difference, providing that patient care right alongside people, and we're transparent. We're built on high trust. We share financials with our teams. We share successes. We share failures. We are very open, and we communicate very honestly with all of our teams as we'd want for ourselves. And that is what kind of sets us apart in this industry. American Premier provides many services, and we are blessed enough to have tenured staff who are all very skilled and trained into those services, but we provide amazing home health care. So for that patient who was just discharged from the hospital, has a new disease process, potentially a wound, needs any type of at-home rehabilitation to get them to their optimal level of wellness, we're there to help them. It could be just somebody who is not feeling well and went to the doctor, or who has been falling and needs home physical therapy. But we provide that care in their home with a patient-centered care plan approach to get them to their optimal level of wellness. We also provide amazing palliative and transitional care. We have two of the best nurse practitioners in the industry who help transition patients who may have just left the hospital or who have a chronic disease and who need help with managing the symptomology of that chronic disease through prescriptions, through referrals, through total, patient care management. And then we also provide a hospice service line, which is guiding patients and their families through one of the toughest periods of, somebody's life, which is unfortunately the end of life, but it doesn't have to be unfortunate. When patients come onto hospice, they receive a truly compassionate level of care. And I've had personally 3 relatives who've gone through, not here in Phoenix, but have gone through and had hospice services. And the impact that the teams provided made a dramatic difference in my loved one's life, as well as my own personal life, helping me prepare for that journey, helping set that expectation for how this is going to happen, and then meeting the holistic needs of me and my family and my loved one. But our care team of tenured clinicians here at American Premier, I've been out with all of them. I've watched them, hold somebody's hand. I've watched them, help prepare a family, and we are one step above and beyond, even from what the care services I've had for my family. And it's what I inspire for our teams to do, is to make sure everybody gets that American Premier way and that perfect visit, every single visit that we do and conduct for that patient. The services we provide are truly life-changing. depending on what line that we are treating a patient for, we are there. We are making an impact. We are getting patients better in home health. We are getting them managed through palliative. We are, for hospice, setting them up for, that end of life journey, which is a very hard journey. But with the right clinicians, which we have, that journey can be made with peace, dignity, and comfort. HCare is a nationally leading post-acute and healthcare company, and their innovations and collaboration with American Premier has made a dramatic impact into our day-to-day operations. They bring a wealth of knowledge and resources that a lot of smaller companies do not have, and they are the key at times to our success by that intense collaboration and leadership style that is infectious and is felt by the team and translates out to all those that we take care of. So we embrace technology here at American Premier. We use artificial intelligence. We use a lot of electronic interfaces that our clinicians have access to, tips, tricks, tools, and things that help us impact patient lives and make our jobs easier. But we also have intense orientation for our clinicians. Everybody goes through a multi-week orientation process that is very structured, and then we orient them to the perfect visit. And that perfect visit is a structured approach that our patients end up feeling the amazing results of by having that staff who's competency on delivering that amazing level of care. I think American Premier has one of the best cultures. From somebody who's been in the industry for years and years and years, our teams come to work and they're smiling and they're happy and engaged, and that is infectious. That happiness, that engagement, that translates into the interactions that we have with the patients that we see, and this is one of the best cultures that we've had, from office to field to every single position within our company. I think everybody is truly engaged, and it really does show. Our team has such amazing clinical experience, but the qualities that I appreciate most about them are their collaborative nature, the being team players, always willing to go that next step. If that's making a sandwich for a patient who can't do it themselves, if that is taking the garbage out after a visit. These are all things that we're not there to do when we're in a patient's home, but it's them going the extra mile to really ensure that patient has that perfect visit at the end of the day. So at American Premier, we do a lot of things that really focus on care coordination and teamwork as a clinical-driven team. We meet weekly with each service line to discuss patients, innovate together, discuss plans of care, how we can enhance things. We focus on community resources that we can provide, and working as that one unit. Whether that be a patient who transitions from palliative care to home health and then ends up transitioning to hospice, or just somebody who's on an individual service line. We have the ability to work between those lines and really promote a amazing patient collaboration or transition process, to where maybe that palliative nurse practitioner sees them, realizes they need home health treats them, and maybe even a couple months later, they end up going on to hospice, or years later, whatever it may be. That palliative nurse practitioner can see them through that entire journey and even treat them while they're on hospice service to provide that amazing continuity of care, which makes a big difference to somebody who's going through a very tough time in life. Since I've been with American Premier, we've initiated some amazing team celebration efforts. And every single week that I am here, I get a brand new patient satisfaction review that we share as a collaborative team that demonstrates how we've impacted somebody's life. Just today alone, I had a patient in need, and I went out and personally ended up seeing them. We overcame their need. Watched and trained a new nurse while I was doing it, and watched this patient be so very satisfied with the care we provided, so very thankful for that nurse that I was with, and myself going a little bit above and beyond for them, getting a few things in addition to the visit done for them. But a week does not go by to where I do not see at least one positive patient impact story come by my desk. And we really embrace that and celebrate that here as a team, because at the end of the day, we're here to change those lives. And when we get those impact statements, it shows that it's working. So working at American Premier has definitely impacted my professional growth. I've learned a lot since I've been here. I'm a lifelong learner and have risen to the challenge, and I love challenge. And every single day I get a new tip, tool, resource. American Premier stands behind things I want to innovate on, but they also provide me with amazing behind the scenes support that allows me to fully make the best community impact by collaborating my ideas and theirs together in a marriage that really at the end of the day is patient-centered and driven for those outcomes and success of all. I'm motivated by two things mainly, and at the end of the day, it's our patients that we serve and then the clinicians who are treating them. I think you could ask any team member here, is Scott 100% all in? And they're going to tell you the answer to that is yes, because I'm bought in for them. I'm bought in for all that we serve. And at the end of the day, the well-being of our staff and our patients is what I do this. It is why I do this. I would say that there's a lot of companies who provide services like we do, but not all companies have the tenured staff that we have the appropriate orientation programs, the innovative perfect visit room, the American Premier way, our core values and beliefs. When I say we're 24/7, 365, we're 24/7, 365. I had a patient last night call me because the on-call nurse was on the other line, and guess what? She got me on the phone and we fixed her problem. We're here to support our leadership is no different than our field staff, but I would say that with our tenured staff, our appropriate training, and amazing leadership response, we are a very different company than others I've seen. If there's one thing I want people to know is that American Premier is the high-tech, high-trust, and built on high-trust agency that we advertise on our website. We don't just put it there, we live it, we breathe it, and it leads to the outcomes that we obtain for our patients.